also, we want you to go check out the Master Gardeners Big Farm to Table event that is coming up. Why don't you tell us a little bit about what's going on?
Okay, the Mobile County Master Gardeners are sponsoring once again the Farm to Table event June the 9th at Five Rivers Delta Center. It'll be from 6 to 8 p.m. You can get tickets through May the 30th by sending, I think it's going to be on the screen where you send the information, but you can call the Master Gardener office on Schillinger Road and find out more information about how to buy a ticket.
Sounds good. And I don't even know, with all the X-Men talk, if I introduced y'all. This is Martha and Arwen, by the way. Now, the Farm to Table event, for those who don't know, what exactly is this? What's the concept behind this? What do the folks need to know about it?
We're trying to spotlight local chefs and producers in this area. We're combining chefs with the producers to create this event. And
locally grown goodness. It is better for you, and it tastes better as well. All right, now, Arwen, what are you working on this morning on the show here?
Well, this is the bacon onion jam, which I'm topping the goat cheese stuffed dates with.
Okay.
And I just browned some bacon and added my onions, and I'm going to let that saute just for a few minutes.
How are you going to turn this into a jam?
I'm going to let it cook for about 1 hour.
Oh, okay. All right, then. So you can follow along with this recipe. That's going to be online as well, and I'm sure these are local onions as well.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. That makes it a lot better. So we're working on our goat cheese stuffed dates. We're going to tell you a lot more about the Farm to Table event as well throughout the morning, so stick around for all of that. Thanks a lot, ladies.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Welcome back to Studio 10. We're in the kitchen. We're just chit-chatting and things are smelling so good. Arwen and Martha, Mobile County Master Gardeners. It's always fresh, and that's why things smell so good, taste so good. Making something really good today. Goat cheese stuffed dates with bacon, onion, jam, and dehydrated blueberries. Say that 3 times fast and try to memorize that. So the jam is here, and it's about done. That's what's smelling so good.
Yeah, it just needs to cook a little bit.
So remind everybody what's in this jam.
Sure, it's just bacon, onions, some balsamic vinegar, brown sugar, and black pepper, and that's it.
Okay, so let's do some dehydrated blueberries. Let's talk about how you dehydrate them.
Okay, well, all I did was I put them on a sheet pan and put them in the oven at 225 degrees, and it takes about 2 hours, 2.5 hours until they look dehydrated and
just kind of dry it out.
Yeah, exactly. Just dry it out, really nice and sweet. The flavor's nice and concentrated. It's delicious.
And when you put them in, you put them on the parchment paper on the pan. You don't want them to touch, right?
Pretty much, yeah. You want it to dry out, and if they touch it, it takes a little bit longer. So.
Okay, since those take so long, we already have the blueberries here, and then you have the dates.
I do, and I have some goat cheese, which I just put in a Ziploc bag and cut a little hole. So that way it's just a little bit easier to get the goat cheese and the date, and I kind of squirt it in. I like to do a little, fancy swirls.
We like to get fancy.
Yeah, make it look nice and pretty.
And with the dates, of course, you cut them in half. You take the pits out of the dates.
Right. And
if you've never dealt with dates, you may not know that, so just making sure.
Right, take the pit out, that's important. So yeah, you fill it, let the goat cheese come to about room temperature, because it's a lot easier to fill the dates that way. And all right, there you have it.
Okay, well that looks pretty good, pretty easy to do, and let's talk about this farm to table tasting. This is the 3rd one. Always something fun. How many restaurants and local vendors do you guys have participating this time?
We have 15 chefs or caterers participating, and I think 16 producers, local growers and people who produce the seafood or the meat that we need.
And this is just all about tasting local, fresh.
Right. It is. It's to highlight what we have in Mobile County. The growers who supply such wonderful vegetables for us and fruit and so forth, and then famous chefs in the area we couldn't do without, who are working together to create this event for us for the 3rd time.
And it's also a good way to taste a little bit if you haven't tried some of the restaurants in the area, if you haven't tasted some of the things from the chefs in the area, and you keep saying, oh, I mean to go by that restaurant, I just haven't yet. They're all going to be in one place, and it's going to be June 8th.
June the 9th.
June the 9th.
Monday, June the 9th.
And it's going to be at Five Rivers in Spanish Fort, so it's a chance to go and taste a little bit from everybody. And fresh, again, Master Gardeners, make sure everything is fresh. Five Rivers, June 9th, Delta Hall is when you need to be there. And tickets, you do need to get tickets
Right.
by the 30th of May.
That's right, by the 30th of May, and you can get them through the Mobile County Master Gardener's office.
Okay.
I think the address is on all the information.
Yeah, we'll make sure it's on fox10tv.com on our Studio 10 page, along with this recipe. How much longer does this jam need?
It's probably going to take about another 30 minutes.
Okay, so that may, well, the blueberries and the jam, it's a long process, but worth it.
Right. I mean, it's really easy recipe. It's just you need to give yourself the prep time because it will take a couple hours.
Okay, so with the jam, you have the dates and you have the cheese filling, the goat cheese filling. You're going to put the jam on top of it?
I'm going to put the jam on top of it,
Okay.
Along with the blueberries, and we have some local red vein sorrel, which kind of has like a tart appley flavor that goes right
Sorrel?
on top. Sorrel, yes.
What is sorrel? I've never heard of that.
It's a leafy green, kind of like a lettuce.
Is it popular?
It's maybe becoming more so, but I haven't seen it a whole lot around here, but it does grow here in Alabama very well.
Okay.
So-
But something you would put in an appetizer, a salad, or
Yeah, you
any,
can-
all the above?
Yeah, exactly. In a salad, I put it on top of fish because it is very tart, so
Okay.
it goes very well with fish, goes very well with cheese, balance out that fattiness.
Can't wait to
So,
taste it.
Yeah, it's great.
All right, so we'll let the jam go a little bit longer, pull the blueberries out, top it all off, and then we'll taste in just a few minutes.
Back in our Studio 10 kitchen with Martha and Arwen from the Mobile County Master Gardeners. What are we working on today, ladies?
All right, well, I'm finishing up these goat cheese stuffed dates. So I filled them with the goat cheese, and now I just top them with the bacon onion jam. And after I top those, I like to, if you want, you could put like a little piece of pink sea salt on them, kind of really give out, bring out the flavor.
Okay.
And then I take a couple of blueberries, and I just put that on top.
Now, what is the
And-
difference between pink sea salt and regular sea salt?
Well, this pink sea salt actually is Himalayan sea salt,
Oh, wow.
so it gives it that pinkish color. And you could use anything, I just like the color of it. So
Okay.
anyway, you can use kosher salt,
Sure.
whatever. You can even omit the salt. But and then after I top it with the blueberries, I just put a little bit of the red vein sorrel right on top, and it's done. It's
And
just
that
one
looks
bite.
good. We'll let you finish up the topping the rest of those. Meanwhile, we do want to remind you again about the Farm to Table tasting event coming up Monday, June 9th at the Five Rivers Delta Hall. Now, this is all put on by Master Gardeners. If you folks aren't familiar, tell us a little bit about what Master Gardeners is all about.
Mobile County Master Gardeners exist to help the people of Mobile County learn more about gardening. And if they have questions about anything that's gone wrong in their yard, why the grass won't grow or what the bugs are doing to their plants, they can call the hotline that is operates from mid-February through mid-November. There's somebody there who can answer questions for you and help you solve all the problems that you have. We also have a demo garden that people can come out and see and enjoy, and there's a Junior Master Gardener program.
Where is that
going on
demo
also.
garden?
It's on Schillinger Road at the Mobile County Master Gardener office, John Archer Center.
Fantastic. And if the people are interested in not only just having some questions answered, but learning how to become a Master Gardener themselves, how can they do that?
There are classes you can take. You can apply. I think the next class will start in the first part of September and run through November. It's about an 8-week course, and it is intense, I will have to say. But when you come out, you really know the answers to most of your gardening questions.
You'll be extremely knowledgeable, and you'll be able to make some great food as well in the end, like we have here today on the show, and that is coming up at the Farm to Table event. Ladies, thank you so much for coming in today.
Thank you.
All right, cherish.